Welcome to another episode of Bonus Features. Today we're going to be here talking about some more Disney D23 stuff.
Yep, D23 stuff. All right, so
Star Wars.
Hopefully you just watched our episode about the Marvel stuff. This one is going to be a little bit more about just Disney Plus stuff. And then we're going to talk a lot more in detail about the Star Wars stuff. So first, want to get the few things with Disney Plus. All of these, as of right now that I've heard, are all going to be on the actual release day of Disney Plus. So
Date.
is the November 12th of this year. And it's going to be Lady and the Tramp. It's a movie, which
brand new, right?
Yeah, like it's supposed to be like a live action.
Which I watched the trailer for it, and I'm like,
so
did we need this?
Yeah.
Did we need
Did we want this?
Aladdin movie or
Stupid.
any of those? Anyway, then they're doing a Christmas movie called Noel with Anna Kendrick and Bill Hader.
Which I'm cool with. I like
Actually
Hader.
looks kind of funny.
Yeah.
Bill Hader. I love that guy.
Phineas and Ferb movie, Lizzie McGuire. I didn't see if that's a movie or a series, but then of course High School Musical, the musical of the series. Yeah. And then they're doing.
Those were good movies.
So there's three other ones that I'm actually a little bit excited about. Is they're doing one called Forky Asks a Question. It's all Pixar shorts from based on the the Spork character from the new Toy Story.
That'll be cool.
And then they're doing one that I'm it's going to be interesting. It's called Encore. It's a documentary style series about people that all went to high school together, and then they like come back when they're 40 and put on like a musical or something or other. But it's all
Sorry, what?
It sounds strange, but the trailer looked interesting just from being like for me.
Is it
like,
real or is it?
Yeah, no, it's like real.
Oh, okay.
It's not like
It's not dramatized.
It's not like a documentary fake thing like Parks and Rec or The Office.
I'm cool. I guess I'm cool with it.
It's going to be interesting. I would suggest to watch the footage and make your decision.
Okay.
So that might be interesting. But the one I am kind of excited for is The World According to Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, I am pumped for that. I love Jeff Goldblum.
There's a trailer for that too that I highly suggest watching. It's hilarious even in itself. And Jeff Goldblum is great.
I'm glad he's had this kind of like revival. Like he never like it's been the last 5 years that he's really like reblown back up, because he was popular around the time of Jurassic Park and all that. And then like he just, it's not like he did anything. He just kind of faded a little bit. And then now he's like back with a vengeance kind of thing. He's on all those apartment commercials. And he's doing he did the Thor movie, and he has a food truck apparently. So
and he's a musician also. He has a band and with an album that he tours. And
does he play the saxophone?
I can't remember.
I'll look it up. Don't worry. This is important information.
Yeah, totally. But I think he sings a little bit too. It seems like he plays piano. I can't remember exactly on it, but he's got like a clothesline too right now. It's
piano.
But it's like just super wacky looking, but it's totally his style right now, and I love it.
He's a cool dude. Those are some weird shows I didn't know we needed, but I'm
Simpsons
kind of excited for now.
And then another thing with Disney Plus is they're obviously bringing over a lot of old content, and all the seasons of The Simpsons, which I still can't believe that show's still going on.
30 seasons, man.
It's crazy, man.
I forget about it, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Come to a new episode of The Simpsons." I'm like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah, I just assume it's all reruns.
Yeah,
but it's not.
Not for us, it sounds like, but I know there are obviously tons of fans out there.
I mean, they're clearly making money, so whatever floats their boat.
I saw the article I read this morning said there's going to be 500 movies. The day it opens, there'll be 500 movies and 5,000 episodes of TV.
Wow.
The first day.
Are you going to watch all those?
I will not. But
one sitting.
I would honestly not be surprised if Callie and I had Disney Plus the day it opened. If we got it.
We definitely will.
Because honestly, I might get it just for the Mandalorian.
That is a perfect segue into the Star Wars.
Honestly, that might be worth my first $7 for the first month.
For the first season of Mandalorian. So
no doubt.
The Star Wars content that has already been announced is, first of all, The Mandalorian, which will be released day one.
Oh, yeah.
Directed by Jon Favreau for most of it. Taika Waititi did, I think, the second or something. He did a couple.
So $15 million an episode was the budget.
That's nuts.
Per episode.
That's more than some movie budgets.
That's 5 times the Whiplash budget.
Yeah.
5 times an hour and a half Whiplash movie for one episode of Mandalorian. That is insane.
Pedro Pascal is the Mandalorian, which I think he's a pretty spot on pick to be the Mandalorian.
It literally looks like Clint Eastwood. It looks like a Clint Eastwood movie set in Star Wars. Like it looks
like some of the shots. I could see that.
It looks so cool. It looks like a spaghetti western in Star Wars, and I am so excited. Like it looks like that kind of like long shots. Have you seen the trailer with the long shots and like he walks into like the bar and like the helmets are like laying on the ground like
like all I love how it starts off and it's all the stormtrooper helmets like on spikes and everything and I'm like oh my gosh this looks awesome.
It takes place on Tatooine apparently, right? It looks like Tatooine.
It looks so good.
I'm curious about the whole like rated R thing because a guy apparently gets cut in half by some doors.
Oh, they're saying it's supposed to be...
I'm just, like, curious. Like, I mean, I'm sure it's PG-13, but, like...
I don't know.
You guys see that shot at the end where the guy gets... they imply that he gets cut in half by the doors.
Right. Yeah, it's going to be one of the darkest things I think they've put out. Star Wars has put out.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm totally for it though.
I'm so excited.
I'm a big fan of the costume. The costume looks pretty sweet. The helmet looks awesome. We haven't heard him speak yet though, so I
wonder if he won't talk very much.
Who was talking in the voiceover?
That was
the bartender.
No, that was the guy.
That was the old guy at the very end.
The bartender looking guy.
That's Carl Weathers, right?
Oh, yeah, Carl Weathers is in the trailer. I don't remember him talking, though.
He says bounty hunting is like
No, that's the older, white-haired white guy at the end of the trailer. I can't remember his name.
Cool.
But that's who's talking.
Werner Herzog?
Cool. It sounded like...
Werner Herzog. But yeah, Carl Weathers is in it, which is going to be interesting because I totally mistook him for Lando at first, but I was like, no, that's not Lando.
Dude, I love Jon Favreau, and I'm so glad he's on this project.
Yeah.
Like, so glad. He's so good.
And
I think I'm personally, I don't know if I don't want to speak for y'all, but I'm personally more excited about the Star Wars side of the Disney Plus right now than the Marvel side, simply because the recency bias, like it's literally coming out in 2 months, 3 months.
Right.
Then Clone Wars comes out in February too. So
it's harder to come by Star Wars stuff than it is Marvel.
That is true.
That's
There's Marvel stuff
coming out
all
like
the time.
Star Wars stuff we have to do these like giant like 2 year waits, like especially for episode 9 and like we just don't get it that often. I think that's why it's more exciting.
Yep. That's true.
So there were 3 other things announced. And one AJ mentioned was the Clone Wars in February of next year.
They're finishing season 6, right?
Love that show.
I think it's technically season 7.
They're going to continue.
This is called.
They're going to continue.
Okay.
It's the same.
Because they had to cut season 6 short.
It's the same storyline, but I think it's season 7.
But
it looks awesome.
Yeah, the most recent image that was released was Ahsoka and Darth Maul. I was like,
yeah, I saw that.
I love that show, dude.
So yeah, it's good stuff.
I grew up watching that show. Awesome.
But and then another one that is going to be interesting, and I forgot to write down where it was, but is a Cassian Andor show.
Yeah,
with Diego Luna. Yep, before Rogue One.
That's
obviously.
Spoilers. 1, 2, 3. He dies.
He definitely blows up.
Everyone dies in that movie.
But I
had a friend who literally saw that movie and they were like, "I can't believe everyone died." And I was like, "Have you never seen episode 4 before? Like you idiot."
Many spies died.
Like yeah,
duh.
It's like, what did you expect to happen? They're like, "I didn't like it because they died." And I was like, "Come on, man. What did you think?" But yeah, that show sounds legit because I liked that movie.
I did too,
lot.
And I'm really hoping. And I don't think that he's confirmed yet. Maybe you guys heard this, but I don't think Alan
Tudyk.
He was
however you say his name.
He is confirmed.
He is
confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
Even better.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
If they're
sweet.
both in there, I'm for it.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yep. And the last one, and probably coolest one, is
I'm so excited.
They did confirm Ewan McGregor is going to be doing it.
Luke and I have been asking for this for how long?
Everybody's
Luke?
been asking for it.
I was about to say, I think the entire world's been
since
asking
episode
for
3
it.
came out in 2005.
You need to find the announcement video. I watched it last night, and it's Kathleen Kennedy is talking about, and he walks out, and it's
doesn't he ask her like, He tells her to ask him.
He's like, yeah, in front of all these people, will you please ask me if I'm ever playing Obi-Wan again?
And he goes, yes. And that was like it. Yeah.
They announced it on Instagram, and I was like looking through some of the comments, and somebody goes, nobody wanted this, and like all caps, and then there was 400 comments to that comment telling them why they were wrong.
That's amazing.
What an idiot. Dude, honestly, I would pay for Disney Plus every month from now until that show comes out just to watch that show.
God, all we need is more Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Right. And so another reason I recommend watching that video is because they have a full timeline on the screen behind her.
Yep.
And it starts with episode 1 and goes all the way till Rise of Skywalker. And it shows exactly where everything falls. And this one fell almost perfectly between episode 3 and 4.
Yep, during the time of Solo.
During the Solo. Yeah, and I was like, perfect. Mm-hmm.
So that in my opinion, what that means is he's going to be part of the starting the rebellion, starting that kind of underground movement, but also Darth Maul's out there somewhere. We saw at the end of Solo. Obviously, he kills him in the end of, what's it called?
It's in Rebels.
Rebels.
Yeah.
So that might get kind of teased a little bit in there.
Yeah. They might. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do that. I don't know what's going to be the actual threat. Is it just going to be one of those things where he like fights Darth Maul, and then Darth Maul thinks he kills him and he escapes?
I think Darth Vader's still around hunting Jedi, and I think Obi-Wan is going to try to find other Jedi who survived. That could be, and potentially help them escape to freedom, and he might even see Darth Vader every once in a while and maybe fight him, maybe not fight him.
Yeah.
But
they're hunting the Jedi, so I mean, there's going to be some kind of threat of like him trying to hide and do all this because people are hunting him. Mm-hmm. So I think that's a really cool concept for a series.
I think it'll be really, really awesome, and I think him starting the rebellion will be really interesting too. Like he can start finding those kinds of people and planting those seeds. I think that'll be really cool.
You know, something I just thought of that I'm sure other people have thought of too, but I wonder if, because it's never really, to my knowledge, explained how, and you just assume it's kind of a Force thing, that Darth Vader knows Luke is his son. Mm-hmm. Until you hear Skywalker, like, oh, duh. Mm-hmm. I wonder if they might throw something like that people start hunting Luke Skywalker as a child, and that would be kind of a cool.
He has to protect him.
Yeah, he has to protect him.
I think he'll be the protector role. I think he'll be on the run. I think he'll also be like the political, trying to get everything and kind of manipulate the whole situation, which will give us a more even greater appreciation for Obi-Wan's character when we rewatch the original trilogy.
Totally.
So I'm so pumped, dude. Like all three of those shows sound awesome. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And episode 9, obviously, I think it's going to be sweet.
Right. Yeah.
Let's hope so.
I hope so.
They got a whole lot to wrap up in 9. That's my only worry. Is there's a lot of storylines they got to wrap up.
I trust J.J. Abrams.
They haven't really developed in a way that makes sense.
Yeah.
I trust
at this point.
I still think Luke's coming back, dude.
No.
I still think.
No, he's going to be a Force ghost, yes.
We'll talk about this in greater detail in December.
In December, yeah.
Totally. We don't want to get on this giant
we have an entire month planned.
Rant.
Yeah. That'll be awesome.
That's the stuff coming up for Star Wars that we know of. Hopefully they'll be bringing in some more stuff, because obviously the Marvel scale is tipped way to the side, where Star Wars only has 5 things coming out and Marvel has like 15.
Well, they took a chill pill after Solo didn't do too well, which I enjoyed Solo. I mean, that's a personal thing, but it didn't do well with the general audience. And so they kind of took a chill pill and took a step back from Star Wars is what I remember them saying. And I'm like, please don't.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Well, and I heard a lot of people are upset that Obi-Wan's not a movie. They would have rather seen a movie. Honestly,
I'm just glad we're getting
the TV show game is...
Well, it gives you more content.
It's real, and it lasts for potentially multiple years.
Right.
And it gives you so much more content. Yeah. I mean, you get an hour and a half to 2.5 hour movie, or you get
10 hours
of TV show. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm in favor of the TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
I think it'll be great. I hope they do it pretty quick, though. I hope they don't have these year or two gaps.
Well, in the video, she said that they finished the scripts, and they're going to hopefully start... I think she just said, she said they have the scripts written. She didn't say 1 and 2 for the Obi-Wan, but
all they have to do is shoot it.
Hopefully, start shooting. I think she said next year.
Yeah, so I bet it comes out 2021.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
It'd be cool.
So. Which is too long for me, but...
Yeah.
Hey, but you got Clone Wars and the Rogue One and
Rogue One.
Mandalorian to
The Cassian
hold you.
Oh, I was like Rogue One 2, huh?
Rogue One number 2.
Just a bunch of skeletons lying on the beach. That's just a long shot of
The saddest movie ever.
Is that it for?
That's all I got.
That is it.
All right, we'll end it there. Thanks for listening. Look out for the next episode.
Bunch of skeletons.